competition, pride, determination. These are the characteristics that keep athletes playing their sport. They are able to push past their limits, reaching peak athletic ability and accolade at any cost. This price for glory may be too much for the body, sacrificing mental, emotional, and physical health for their career. For some, it becomes too much and they lose the lifelong battle of health. The reigning champ and undefeated opponent is CTE. Chronic traumatic encephalopathy is a progressive disease that slowly destroys your brain tissue. It is most commonly found in athletes with a history of repetitive hits to the head. This repetitive trauma causes an abnormal buildup of protein called tau, TAU, which slowly kills the brain cells. The discovery of CTE in the brains of athletes like Mike Webster, Dave Duerson, and Junior Seau has attracted a great deal of attention recently and is becoming more relevant amongst athletes and the public alike. The deterioration of brain cells and protein buildup takes place even after the initial trauma occurs. Symptoms include memory loss, confusion, impaired judgment, paranoia, progressive dementia, and, well, the list goes on and on. Unfortunately, this disease can only be diagnosed after death by examining brain tissue. Over the past 2 seasons, 306 players have suffered a combined 323 concussions, according to a team injury report. The NFL seems to be doing what they can to alter the game's rules in order to protect its players, but the number of injuries stays consistent. The data has also found that half the time players return from their head injuries without missing a game. There's no standard recovery time from a concussion, each one is different, but guidelines endorsed by the NFL Players Association from the American Academy of Neurology find that athletes are at the greatest risk for a repeat injury in the first 10 days post-concussion. Athletes are taught to become bigger, better, faster, stronger. So with that logic, it only makes sense that the NFL's body mass index has grown in each position by at least 50%, so the players that are running full speed at each other are not only fast, but grossly bigger. As football increasingly becomes more of a passing game, this burden has fallen mainly on wide receivers and cornerbacks, who for 2 straight seasons have gone down with more concussions on offense and defense than any other position. Documents filed in federal court showed the NFL expects nearly a third of all retired players to develop some form of long-term cognitive problems such as Alzheimer's or dementia as a result of head injuries suffered on the field.
If I had a son, I would be real leery of him playing.
The Concussion Watch kicks off for its 5th straight season, and already players have been added to the list for head injuries from the preseason. 12 have returned to the field since the preseason, and will continue to track the progress of the remaining players, and if history has any guide, the nearly 140 others who will go down with a concussion this season. Stay tuned.